Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars. I am Xexor. This is part 18 in the series. Thanks for joining me. In the last part, we, meaning George Stobart, were at the hospital, and we used a ruse, a clever ploy, a gaze, to basically work our way into the hospital room where Marquet was. And we spoke with him briefly. After we left the room, not long after, a person pretending to be a doctor, in fact we met them as we were on our way out of the room, killed Marquet. So we got the last statement from Marquet before he died, and now we're back at the museum trying to figure out what else is going on. So we're here, so let's head inside. There we go. Oh, you weren't here before. Let's go talk to you, sir.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No. I was told you may be able to help me.
Help?
My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
Huh.
Does the name Montfauçon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
The public toilet?
Montfauçon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfauçon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived.
I see. Okay.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
Huh.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
Huh. I don't know if I should tell him about this.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Huh.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah. Not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript?
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
I hope that wasn't a mistake. I guess my game is saved, so I can always reload.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or, if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
Huh.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes. It was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes. They gave a new word to our language. Assassini. The assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashi.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Huh. Interesting.
Where was the site of Montfauçon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Oh, let's do that.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen. Where did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
No, I don't think so. Why are you asking if I'm crazy or not? There's no tick. Just move on. You don't see any twitch in my face. Just move on.
Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Alright,
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
So, you save it just in case I made a big fat mistake. I'll do here, I guess. Oh, whoops. I'm smart. Try this again. Hang on. Let me wait. Security guard boy, move away from the window. Nothing to see here. Move away from the window. Alright, there we go. There we go. Can I hide in here now?
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Ah, there we go.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
So I just needed somebody else there so that the guard could tell him it was time to go to sleep. Gotcha. Uh-oh. Is that Guido? No, that's... I think that's Flap, and the other's Guido. I think.
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Let's do that, maybe.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Did I just get killed? Maybe not. Back in Nico's apartment.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor Georges.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod. Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Let's just look at the manuscript again?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Yeah, let's just look at the manuscript. Alright.
Look there, two guys.
There's a guy with between... There's a guy... There's a...
Whoops.
There's a woman, but the reflection...
Alright.
Nothing happened.
Yeah,
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
maybe the tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there? Maybe not.
Huh. Well...
I'd better get back to the quest.
Figure swooped in from the ceiling like some superhero. We do the tripod and I found the gem. Next move is to head to the site of Montfauçon and see if I can figure out what to do with them. Right, and is this Montfauçon? Ah, Montfauçon. Okay, let's go to Montfauçon then. See, juggler.
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Huh.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
That's it. Excuse me. I don't know if I want to poke my, like, show this stuff around as I'm out here in public. So let's say no.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui,
How did you learn to be a juggler?
juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe and the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
Yeah, he's gonna totally fail. George's gonna suck
I
bad.
had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
A lot more difficult than you think, George.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers? Ah, their last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Should I just go read the board myself, maybe?
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
Right. I don't really see almost any of this applying, except I don't want to reveal those. Yeah.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hold off for now.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd. I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Right.
Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now,
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Right. Okay, so I can go up there. Or up there. I don't know which does which. Let's do that, I guess, for now and see. This goes into the cathedral.
I didn't have time to sit around.
What's up, dude? Cardinal buddy, or whatever your actual position is.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
That's my card saying I'm so-and-so.
I've got a medieval tripod. How about this for a gem?
It is very beautiful, monsieur. And yet, I feel that there is an air of suffering about it.
Not gonna shake hands.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
For now, let's see. It's what's over here.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess. A knight, there...
Let me ask him about the knight, maybe, then.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Nope.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Nothing else. For now. So I presume... It's looking to me like this is going to be come back to here to do something. Okay, so let's go back. Let's try the other side, unless that goes to the map. Let's see. Why not just... Hang on. Okay, that's that way. So then this way. So also... Alright, they both go to the same place. Alright, never mind then. Oh, so that goes back out to the map, I'm guessing. Let's see.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Huh. Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Well, we'll go ahead and stop for here. For now, this has been Let's Play Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, Part 18. I am Xexor. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the vid if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next part. Till then, see ya.